here. We are live in the building. What is happening? My people on TikTok, my people on YouTube. Hello, as you can tell by the title. Number one, before we get to the title, it's Monday. It's Mando Monday. It's Mando Monday and Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So happy holiday to everyone. Hope you're enjoying the day and relaxing well. And I'm so happy that you guys are here and hanging out. Now, a couple things. I want to show you guys what I made. I had a little free time. Well, number one, check this out. So my wife bought me this cool, badass Mandalorian mug, man. You could drink things out of it. Isn't that great? So, yeah, of course you can drink things out of it. But you can drink hot stuff, cold stuff. It's pretty cool. Look at the design of it. It's got all the Mandos, man, and including Grogu. It's pretty cool. So, that's new. And I also decided this is just for my own crafty sake. I could make a wearable one if I wanted to. But this was just like, I kind of like just playing around with cardboard. I have like so much shit that we've ordered from Amazon. And you know how just cardboard builds up in your house? I was like, all right, we got all this cardboard, man. What am I going to do with it? Besides breaking it down and put it in recycling, I could be creative. I could be crafty. And that's exactly what I did. So I made a Boba Fett helmet out of cardboard. Check that out. Isn't that pretty badass? I could finish it if I wanted to, but I kind of like the unfinished, style to it. It's kind of cool and crafty. So it's really just meant to be a fun prop. It's not. I could make a wearable one if I wanted to, but this one is scaled down to size that is more so just, for looking cool. So anyway, I thought this was fitting since we're talking about Boba Fett today. This is a Boba Fett stream. So I thought this was fitting to show off my cardboard Boba Fett helmet. So there's that for you guys. You're welcome. You're welcome. So yeah, there's that. So today we're talking about it's more Boba Fett. Give me more Boba. More Boba. Let's check on our chat before we get into captions. I'm staying all stream. Llama Boy. I seen you earlier in the comments on one of my videos. Good to see you here, man. Thanks for being in. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Boba Fett. I finally finished Rebels and I watched the book of Boba Fett. Hey, virtual high five, man. Yeah, Rebels, you were definitely in for a treat. Dude, you had to have felt the emotional impact. Like, I feel like that took everyone by surprise when watching. I know it did for me, at least, when watching Star Wars Rebels. I was like, oh my God, this show, when it hits hard and it needs to, it definitely hits hard, man. And you just fall in love with those characters and that group of, somewhat this family in a sense. You fall in love with, the Ghost crew. Let's go. Glad to have you guys here, man. TikTok chat, how we doing? Am I on your bounty list? Probably, man. Hello, Mando. What's up, dude? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here. Palpatine loves to sit on chairs and stare in the void. Yeah, I can see that. Just like sitting in a chair, looking out into the abyss of space, just thinking about what he's going to have for dinner. I can definitely see that. Absolutely. When I saw the third, what are you guys talking about? The chat is taking on a life of itself. Drink your water, people. Drink your water. They have a death wish, Mandalorian. Of course, people who want to be on the bounty list, they're crazy. They're crazy. For those asking who want that, like, if you guys are on TikTok asking to be on the bounty list, just come subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can see all the content I do there. I'm live both here on TikTok and on YouTube. So come and subscribe. What are you doing? We do lots of fun stuff over here. Video games, streams, Q&As. These live streams, they're great. So make sure you come and subscribe. Do it now. I'm live on YouTube. And in fact, I'm going to do this a couple times throughout the stream just because I can and I want to. So there's that, guys. TikTok, say cheese. I'm going to take a screenshot because why not? Boom. Screenshot. Okay. So this is my YouTube channel. I'm live over there now. So feel free to come over and join. And again, the name, as you guys can see, Mandalorian. By the way, that is going back to Mandalorian next week. No, sorry, this week. After tomorrow. Because I have to wait till after the 17th. So, FYI. It'll be back to Mandalorian after tomorrow. On TikTok. I'm Mandalorian everywhere else except for TikTok. So, it's getting fixed. Don't worry. So yes, this is the live stream over here. You guys are more than welcome to join. Come subscribe. Come join the chat. Say hello. If you want to go back to TikTok, you're more than welcome to. But I would love to see you guys over here on the YouTube. So make sure you guys subscribe for those who aren't already. Let's jump into a few captions really quick. So I've been playing with a. That was about to sound funny. I was about to say I've been playing with myself. No, that's not what I meant to say. What I was trying to say is that because that just came out wrong. You know what I mean? I had to drink water and my throat was dry, so the words I was trying to say just came out the wrong way. So what I was trying to say is I've been playing with my lightsaber and it's been really fun. I posted a few videos of me, twirling it around and. Yeah, so make sure you guys go check those out. I have a few reviews of my Save Neo Saber that's on my YouTube channel, and a few, just videos promoting the Save Neo stuff that's on TikTok as well. So if you guys want to get one in your hands, purchase directly through Save Neo. Purchase directly through them and use my coupon code Mandalorian. That's right here on the bottom. So use that for your coupon code when you're at checkout on Save Neo's website. So use that. It's great. They're great people. And I'm super excited and just very thankful to be partnered with them. They're a newer company, but I would say definitely one that's trusted in terms of, these newer saber companies. So if you're looking for somebody to trust, you're looking for a good quality lightsaber NeoPixel, this is one I highly recommend. So other than that, again, to all of my TikTok people who are new to my channel and that are following me here on TikTok, be sure to subscribe to the channel. So click that subscribe button, ring the bell so you stay notified on all of the future content, and vice versa. Anyone that's here from YouTube that is not following me on TikTok, be sure to do so. But I feel like most of you guys are already coming from TikTok. You know what I mean? I feel like most of you guys are already from TikTok, so it's really not a big deal. But still, if you don't follow me on TikTok, you don't follow me on YouTube, do it. Go do it now. Again, all of my TikTok people, Dadalorian. That's my name on YouTube right there. So go and follow. Be sure to come and join the chat. We're live over there right now. I feel like this would be cool if I could freaking prop it up. I just have to, you know what? I want to figure it out because I'm smart. And I'm going to figure it out, man. It might not work. It could be a catastrophe, but I am going to try and put this here where I could see my phone and I could see the chat. Could I do it, ladies and gentlemen? Is it a possibility? Maybe. I don't know. I'm taking TikTok like halfway across the world right now. They're like, dude, what are you doing? Can you just sit still? And I'm like, no, man, I'm sorry. I wish I could. But right now, I am trying to get you guys situated where I can have you see the stream. And I could see, yeah, okay, that's good. That works. So I can actually bounce back and forth. It's so weird the way I have it set up. What I need is one of those clip-on, tripods. I used to have one and lost the damn thing. So anyway, guys, let's go ahead and hop into today's discussion. So we're going to look at a few different things, all revolving around Boba Fett. I've been enjoying the book of Boba Fett. So, I feel like there's a lot of questions. Number one, let me start the conversation off this way. How do you guys feel about Boba Fett's character? Like in the book of Boba Fett, is he everything that you expected? Are you happy with what we got? And I am for one. I really enjoy what they've given us so far. There are things that I have questions though, because he calls himself a crime boss, so I'm like, okay, if you got to call yourself that, then I want to see you do some crime boss stuff. Like I want to see you mess people up. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's where my mind goes. It's maybe a little bit darker, maybe a little bit grittier. When he gives himself that title, it's like, okay, I want to see the actions that go behind that, which I feel like we haven't gotten much of yet. I think it's a lot of him. It's a learning curve where there's this side of, he used to be a bounty hunter, but he's out of that mentality. And now it's learning, okay, if I'm going to be the boss, how do I run this business? And how do I have people fear me, but also respect me at the same time? So I think there's a lot of that. And then also hiring people to work under him. Like if you're going to be the boss, you can't be the front runner. So you have to have people kind of working under you, which I get. That makes sense. Sorry, TikTok. I got you guys falling everywhere. I'm trying to set you guys up, man. I really am. Trying to set it up where they can see the stream. Okay. I think that works. I think that works good for TikTok. Maybe. Already subbed. I love it, dude. I love it. Thank you. So ask the Mandalorian if I'm on the bounty list because he's on mine. I am the guy. I am the Mandalorian. And what's your name? Fear is edgy. Ooh, I like that name. I'm gonna put you on the bounty. Well, I don't just put people on the bounty list. You guys, when you think about a bounty hunter, they work in the guild as a professional bounty hunter. And then there's a client that hires them to go out and hunt people down. And then they hunt them down, kill them, or bring them in alive, collect their credits, and go about their business on to the next target. So, but maybe unless I have a personal vendetta, there may be something else where I could hunt you down. But anyway, so you get me off track. I'm going everywhere now. Anyway, so back to Boba Fett. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about Boba Fett's character? Are you liking it? Are you not liking it? And what are the whys behind that? Now, what I would like to do is let's look at Boba Fett in other media. Let's look at Boba Fett in other media, and then we're going to continue our discussion about his character. Now, number one, I just want to look at some of the imagery first. Let me make sure you guys can see all of that jazz. Yeah, we're good. So, check this out. This is Star Wars 1313. Maybe some of you guys remember this or I've heard about it. So, Star Wars 1313 was a canceled video game that was supposed to be all about Boba Fett in his younger years, which I just think was, oh man, that would have been amazing. There's footage out there. I don't want to play it in here because I feel like there might be a risk of like copyright stuff with like the sounds and stuff. But anyway, there's a trailer that's out there that's been out for years. You guys can go and see it. And I had always seen, the concept art for it. Like I've seen the pictures floating around before and never really knew until, what was it? Galaxies of My Heart on TikTok. She had told me about it. She was like, yeah, you remember that? She was telling me about like, yeah, do you guys remember that unused Boba Fett game, Star Wars 1313? I was like, I mean, it kind of sounds familiar. And then I looked at the pictures. I was like, oh, holy shit. Yeah, I didn't know that was a game. If you guys look at the graphics for that game, it looks amazing. Like, oh my gosh, I wish that like that was still going to be a thing. But part of me wonders if something happened in the narrative of how they really wanted to bring Boba Fett back. Again, they could have still did this game and considered it Legends, so to speak. But at the same time, like it would have been kind of cool. But again, I think there was already an idea of how they were bringing Boba Fett back into canon. And mind you, that he had already returned in Legends, which we're going to talk about. But again, I just thought that the design and the concept for Star Wars 1313 was just pretty badass. It really was, man. So let's go to an article. So where's it at? Boom, here it is. So Star Wars 1313 is a canceled action-adventure game that was under development by LucasArts. The game would take a more mature, gritty direction compared to past Star Wars video games, and like 2002's Star Wars Bounty Hunter, would emphasize fast-paced gadget and weapon-based combat using tools exclusive to bounty hunters rather than force and lightsaber-based combat. Sounds amazing. Can we just get this? Can they just give that to us? That would be great. That's all I want. I think that would be amazing. On April 3rd, 2013, it was announced that the Walt Disney Company had ceased internal development of all LucasArts projects, including Star Wars 1313. A LucasArts representative indicated that the game may be revived through a licensing deal with an outside studio, but until then, Star Wars 1313 remains on hold. So, wow. So here's the plot. So Star Wars 1313 was supposed to revolve around Boba Fett in his early adulthood, navigating the past scum of civilization and the underground area of Coruscant known as Level 1313. That just sounds really amazing. Like just this darker, grittier, Star Wars video game, but that's centered around Boba Fett in his younger years. So this would have given us, younger Boba Fett before he became the well-known bounty hunter that he, obviously became. But this is, this would be him in his younger years, kind of progressing towards some of those later moments. So man, that would have been cool. That would have been stinking cool, dude. So yeah, man. It just sucks that we didn't get that. One of the things I've talked about this before in other streams is I really sincerely hope that they give us Star Wars Bounty Hunters on the Nintendo Switch. I would, for one, love that. I would love that. Like, they've already, and the reason why I think it could happen, potentially, I think it could happen mainly because they've already given us, what is it? Like a bunch of the older Star Wars games, they're on the Switch. So you have like Jedi Knight Academy, Jedi Outcast 2, you have Knights of the Old Republic, KOTOR was just recently released in November. And then you have some like the racer games. So it's like, man, with all of those being on there and that being fairly recently, I feel like there's potential that they could eventually bring the Bounty Hunter game to the Switch. And boys and girls, when that happens, we are going to have like a watch party. We're going to do a video game party. We're going to order pizza, and we're just going to be playing like all night because it's going to be amazing. Because, man, I really want that game, and I really want it because I never played it back in the day. I've always seen it around, but, I never got into it back in the day. So, like, now I really would appreciate it and, like, really want to get my hands on it. So, anyway, let me check on my chat really quick. What's going on in my chat? What are you guys chatting about? Fears Edgy says, LOL. What are you laughing about, Fears Edgy? I remember playing a game that sounds like this one on the PS2. Yes, I think it was. It's Star Wars Bounty Hunters. That's the exact one that you're thinking of, Vladimir. It's the one that's on. It's Star Wars Bounty Hunter. That's the one. So I think it was exclusively on PS2, I believe. At least I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was exclusively on PS2. So, yo, Dadalorian, I hit 100 followers. Yo, congrats, Llama Boy. Alpaca Life. Congrats, man. Congrats. I will pay you heavy to hunt down Monty, the animatronics location, Pizza Plex, Strength Strong, and his artificial intelligence robot. Bring him in alive. What? I want my credits first for this one, man. I think my reputation speaks for itself. He says these comments are on crack, and I love it. Well, back again, the comment section takes on a life of itself. General Skywalker, I didn't know you were here. What's up, man? Hey, Mando, does the Book of Boba Fett happen after or before the Mandalorian? Great question. Thanks for asking. So General Skywalker, to answer your question, this is after the events of the Mandalorian season 2, right? So this is after that. But as you're watching, just be mindful, like there are flashbacks. So some of those things, again, obviously happen right after the events of Return of the Jedi, all the way to, Boba's progression, to where he first will eventually, meet Din Djarin or, have eyes on him. I'm sure we're going to meet, Cobb Vanth, in some of those flashback scenes, with Boba Fett. So, a lot of it is past and present. The current day things you can kind of pick out and be like, okay, I can see this is happening right now. So yes, it is after, the Mandalorian season 2, but within the show, in the story, obviously, and when he's in that bacta tank, you can, pretty much always know we're going to get flashback scenes. So that's what I mean. You get present day after, season 2, but, some of it you get flashbacks as well. You said, where's Rick? Yeah, where's Rick and Morty? We need them both in here, man. We need them both here in the chat. General Kenobi. What's going on, guys? Everyone on TikTok. This is my YouTube stream set up over here, so you guys are more than welcome to come over. Dadalorian is my YouTube name, and that will be switched back on TikTok after tomorrow. So you guys are more than welcome to come over and hang out. We'd love to see you. Come subscribe. Come say hi in the chat. We're all over here waving at you. Say hello. So, what would I do if the Star Trek crew was on my bounty list? That would be an interesting combat, wouldn't it? If you think about it, because they have some technology I feel that Star Wars doesn't. Specifically when I think of like teleportation and all that stuff. I'm trying to fix this doggone tripod, dude. So, okay, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm tired of the tripod. I'm sorry, TikTok. You guys are gonna have to just see my face. You guys are just gonna have to see my face. But eventually, you know what I think I am gonna do? I'm going to order a little clip-on tripod because I feel like that would work so much better, dude. That way I could like just prop you guys up wherever I want you to be, and we don't have any issues. You know what I mean? It'd be great. I'm going to set it so I can see stuff underneath. You got it, man. You got it. So, okay, let's do this, man. So there's more stuff to talk about with Boba Fett. Before we do that, we can go on and do Rick turned into a supermodel. What? All these messages I'm getting from you guys. um, so before we go on to our next article looking at Boba Fett, I want to give you guys a little time. If you guys have questions, you're more than welcome to ask cosplay stuff, Star Wars, whatever. Definitely want to keep things open for Q&A with here in the chat. Have you met the Among Us crew? They are in space. No. Never even played the game. Is the game worth it? Should I play it? Would you guys watch the stream if I played Among Us? Like, I'm talking to all the TikTok people. I know everyone here, but I'm saying, for those who are on TikTok and that are not following me yet on YouTube, even though they should, would you guys come and watch if I played Among Us? What do you think the Book of Boba Fett 4 will be about? Oh, you're talking about the Chapter 4? Great question. Who is that? Cindy 600? Great question. I think Chapter 4, I think it's just going to pick up where we left off in Chapter 3. And really, it looks like we're about to go to war with the Pikes, essentially. Looks like we're going to war with the Pikes, and this is going to be Boba's time of really setting the ground, improving himself, establishing fear, but also holding on to this respect thing, which I like. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I've seen some people commenting saying, where did this whole respecting people come from about Boba Fett? I'm like, that's not a bad quality, even though, I know he's a villain. Villains can be respectful, villains can be likable, but at the same time, I think now we're leaning towards those moments where we really see, oh, this is why he's the badass that he is. You know what I mean? And all it takes is just that little push, and something clicks to where it's like, he just goes savage, and it's like, oh shit, this is that guy. You know what I mean? You know that feeling when the twin Hutts came in on Chapter 2, and everyone was like, oh shit, you knew things were about to go down? I look forward to that moment with Boba Fett. Whenever he walks into any room, people are like, oh, you know what? Something's about to go down. Everybody act busy. Everybody look like, you know what I mean? Like that imminent fear. I feel like that's something that I really look forward to, with his character and his development. I shot him. What? What is your favorite song in Ice Cream? Random question. My favorite song in Ice Cream. Song is too hard, man. It's the same thing with music and movies. People ask me that, hey, what's your favorite song? What's your favorite movie, favorite music? And I just listen and watch so much. It's hard to say this one thing, because then that'll change in the next 30 seconds. Because I'm like, oh, that's my jam too. You know what I mean? But to be honest, I listen to a lot of soundtrack music. So rather be from video games, lots of Star Wars lo-fi, you name it, man. That's predominantly what I listen to. But I mean, of course, I like hip hop and R&B and some rock, jazz. There's just so much. It's endless. I like a lot of stuff. So, sorry. Hopefully I answered your question. This is the way. Yeah, Dora. Good to see you, buddy. Can't wait to chat with you on Wednesday. I'll have the invite sent out for the stream after the watch party on Wednesday, because then I'll be able to make my thumbnail and all that jazz. Be sure to go follow Yandura. Yandura's cool, man. He came onto the stream last week and we had a good conversation and just geeked out, and we're both excited for where the show's going. But mark my word, like I said before, I think we're gonna get a season 2. I think we're gonna get a season 2 because there's only 2 chapters left of the Book of Boba Fett, and I don't think there's any way that they could just wrap all of this up within this one project. You know what I mean? I really feel like there's going to be a season 2. So, what do you think of Spider-Man? If he is someone, would you remove him from your? If Spider-Man was on my bounty list, That would be tough. I think it's purely situational for that. You know what I mean? Like I love Mando and I do love Spider-Man, but Spider-Man is freakishly strong. I don't think people really understand that. He's like freakishly strong, and he always pulls his punches. So if you wanted to like squash people, he really could. You know what I mean? Could he squash through Beskar? I don't know, but that would be an interesting fight, wouldn't it? Looks down, notices. My chat is immensely interesting. I feel like I am on crack reading these comments. Wow. Yeah, you and me both. I don't know what's going on with these comments. You guys are hilarious, man. It takes on a life of its own. Season 2 is definitely on the way, 2023. Yeah, man. It just there's just no way, now that we're here in this week and it's like, oh man, we only have 2 chapters left. There's no way that it's gonna, wrap up within just 2 chapters. There's no way. No way. So anyway, good questions, you guys. Let's go on to the next thing. So let me see. Let me share my screen. Let's share the screen. Sharing the screen is good. There it is. Okay, so I read the first issue and I'm really mad that I didn't read anything else after that. I'm like, what the hell have I been doing? What is wrong with me? Like, what the hell? Like, yo, what have I been doing? Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters. I know a lot of you guys have probably kept up with it. Some of you guys are familiar with it. If you're not, Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters is like this, cool crossover event that's happened through Marvel Comics and Lucasfilm, where you have the Vader comics, you have Boba Fett and Dr. Aphra, a couple other things that are all have this massive crossover event within the comics. That's really cool. And this is all pre Empire Strikes Back. So, leading into, those moments and after. So it's really cool, man. I've read the first issue, but they have 1 through 5 already in a graphic novel format. So I sent that Amazon link to my wife because she always does the Amazon stuff. I was like, here, buy that for me. So that is on the way, and I'll be happy to actually, finish up and read a lot of that. But anyway, I wanted to look a little bit at the character of Boba Fett here and just talk a little bit about, his character in War of the Bounty Hunters, man. Crap. Wait a minute. Okay, never mind. Hold on. I was like, wait. Where's the thing that I'm looking for? Where's the thing? Is it here? I really have no idea. Boba Fett, Star Wars, War of the Bounty Hunters. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so let me erase that one. So here it is. Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters is a canon comic book crossover event and miniseries from Marvel Comics. The comics were announced on February 16th, 2021 and began publication with the release of the War of the Bounty Hunters Alpha 1 on May 5th, 2021. Issues of the ongoing series, Star Wars Bounty Hunters, Star Wars Darth Vader, Star Wars Dr. Aphra, and Star Wars are included in the crossover event that also began in the month of May. So a 5-issue miniseries by Charles Soule and Luke Ross began publication in June 2021 and concluded in November. So yeah, I'm definitely getting that whole collection so I can read through it. But anyway, the cool thing is, yeah, Charles Soule is amazing. Like, if you guys haven't, you should know his name for sure. Like, if you've read any of the Darth Vader comics, he's the writer behind that. He's done some stuff with High Republic as well. But the reason I'm bringing this up, we talked about Star Wars 1313. Now we're talking about, Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters. It's one of those things, because it's all revolved around Boba Fett. Let me see if I can go to the images on this. I really dig the... a lot of the imagery is just cool for these comics, too. They're pretty badass. But again, this is all revolved around Boba Fett. And again, this is, in this time frame of War of the Bounty Hunters, again, this is before the events leading up to Empire Strikes Back and a little bit after that, right? So, and then you get some other things like with, Crimson Dawn that's kind of snuck in there, with Kira. So there's a lot of interesting stuff happening in this time. And the one issue that I read, with Boba Fett anyway, I just thought it was completely badass. You really feel just the badassery of this guy, this bounty hunter who is just feared and he just whips ass, you know what I mean? And you has that silent demeanor, all these different things. You know what I mean? And it's a little bit different, I would say, just a little bit different from where we see him in the book of Boba Fett. But again, I've used this example before. People always change. With time, the person that you wore like in high school, right, or 10 years ago, 15 years ago, is going to be different than many years down the road. You know what I mean? And I use that example for Boba Fett, where some people are like, man, I want this guy, the guy that I grew up with. Like, I think parts of that are still there, but then, getting sucked into a Sarlacc probably would change anyone. That would probably change anyone, right? But then also his time with the Tuskens, I think really did a lot of work on him. Seeing them die, number one, also did a number on him. And then, now this recollection and this new journey that he has of like, you know what, I don't want to be the mug guy anymore. I don't want to just be the bounty hunter. I want to be the boss. Jabba's not here anymore. He killed, Bib Fortuna. So now he's taking on this higher kind of purpose for himself, which I dig that. But it's also about seeing the characterization of him play out in those moments. Like, he is a villain. Din Djarin, I mentioned this before, and I'm going to say it again. Din Djarin is an anti-hero, right? Where, like, there are moments where, like, he's great. He does a lot of good things, but at the same time, there are moments where you're like, oh, that's kind of questionable, man. That was pretty dark, but that's Din Djarin. He's an anti-hero. Boba Fett is a villain. And it's like, I don't want people to forget that. I'm sure Disney has not forgotten that. But, villains too can change. I mean, perfect example. You can look at Thanos. Some of you guys might not agree with me on this. Or even Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom, Thanos. And you could say, to really get into a villain's mind is to understand, their psychology and what drives them. And, they don't necessarily see themselves as like, I'm the bad guy. I just want to take over the world and make it better and do it my way. Ultimately, that doesn't sound terrible, but their tactics and how they go about it, is like, yo, that's kind of messed up. You just blipped out like half of the civilization. You know what I mean? But again, I use that as an example where it's like, again, Boba Fett, I think there's things about him that are likable. He looks badass, and I think that those things are good. And even the whole respect factor of like, hey, he wants to lead, not necessarily in fear how Jabba did, but he wants to lead with respect. I get that and respect it. But at the same time, and I mentioned this last week in our stream on Wednesday, I want to see that moment like Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin in Daredevil, where he's a businessman. He is clean and respectful when he needs to be. But at the same time, if he needs to shove and bang somebody's head into a car door, he will do it. You know what I mean? And you feel that aggression. You feel like, oh, damn, this is the Kingpin. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see some of those moments with Boba Fett. Like, he is a force to not be messed with, kind of a thing. You know what I mean? I dig the fact that he's changed, but I still want to see some of that inner bounty hunter, if that makes sense. That's what I'm trying to say. I want to see a little bit of the bounty hunter, even though he doesn't consider himself that anymore. And that's I think a lot of the things that a lot of us are really not complaining about, but that we miss. Where we're like, yo, we only got 2 chapters left. We want to see a little bit of that badass bounty hunter, even though he doesn't consider himself that. He has a higher job and purpose now, different role. That's fine. But still, there's something about the character of Boba Fett that's like, I'm still this. And if I need to pull that out, I can. You know what I mean? So that's one of the things I really enjoyed about, War of the Bounty Hunters. I still got to read all the way through. Mind you, I've only seen and read through, one partial piece of the story. So I can't wait to read through the other 5 issues. But again, man, what I got already in that one issue was like, man, yeah, this is Boba Fett. And I want to see more of that, in the show. So going on, before we go on to our next article, let's check on our chat, check on TikTok. Hey, man, thanks for sending all the gifts. Love that. Thank you so much. I thought you were sent to hurt him. I watched the first episode, almost done with the second episode. Oh, nice. What do you mean you're almost done? Are you watching it right now as you're on the stream? What are you doing? Yeah, man, you're in for a treat. I think the second chapter of the Book of Boba Fett felt more like a movie than anything else. That was probably my favorite chapter thus far. Chapter 2, it hit hard, man, and I think a lot of that definitely, goes to the creativeness of the director that was behind that. Even though, the show's frontrunner, Robert Rodriguez, he did chapter 3, and I didn't really like chapter 3 that much. It didn't sit well with me that much, it was just like, it's whatever. But the second one, I forget her name. It was like something Green. Something Green, I think is her last name. Something Green. But anyway, she did some stuff on HBO's Watchmen, and a couple other things. I was like, oh, okay, that style kind of makes sense. Where I was like, man, this is really cinematic. The way it felt, and that's why even chapter 2 was the longest one that we've gotten so far. So again, I think that's one thing to keep in mind for a lot of these shows. As we learned with the Mandalorian, the gallery, each episode was filmed by a different director, and I think a lot of that tone, you're going to feel that in each episode was like, this feels a little bit different. Or does this feel like Star Wars? And part of that, I would say maybe is, again, it's the kind of artistry that's behind it. You know what I mean? That's one thing that I try to keep in mind when watching a lot of these chapters. Sorry if you guys are like sinking down. I'm back. What's up, man? Theme song is great too. Oh God, man, I love that theme song. I listen to it probably like once a day. Like when I'm like folding up laundry, it's the best, dude. Or like if you're working out, you put on that Book of Boba Fett theme song, and you're just folding up laundry, and you just got your headphones. Oh man, it's great. It's a good time. I don't even know. No one asked, like, to hear my laundry, techniques and how I fold up laundry. But when you doing anything, listen to the Book of Boba Fett music, just makes it better, right? So No Gonzalez, hi, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to the stream. There's a spider on your wall. Oh, you're talking about the Spider-Man stuff. I was like, wait, what? Do you remember me? Devious Dino? I remember that name, but not the profile picture. We should talk about Boba instead of Bofa instead of Boba. What? What, Colin? What's up, Colin? I don't know. I don't understand your comment. Bofa? What is Bofa? So I jammed to the Book of Boba Fett theme early. Oh, dude, it's so good. You just feel like a badass listening to it, right? So anyway, I have high hopes for chapter 4. And again, there's a part of me that, I'm joyful going into every week and every episode because we don't know what's going to happen. And it's nice to be there with Star Wars for a change, to be like, yeah, I have no idea what's going to happen next week. No clue. I couldn't tell you. But I enjoy that. You know what I mean? But there's still that part of me I am 90% sure we're going to get a season 2 for the Book of Boba Fett because all the questions that I have, and I felt this, and I said the same thing about Star Wars: The Bad Batch, and sure enough, we got a season 2. They announced that right at the end of the last episode. I feel like it's going to be the same thing for the Book of Boba Fett. There just seems like there's so much to answer and wrap up within one season. I'm like, I don't want the time with Boba to feel rushed. Like, I want to enjoy every minute, which I have been. But I feel like everything that they're building up to, unless that's crossing over into other events like in the Mandalorian or Ahsoka show, I would be fine with another season of, the Book of Boba Fett. I'd rather them take their time than be like, all right, we're just going to flood all this in, 39 minutes, there you go. Like, no, I would rather just have another season. That's just me personally. So anyway, what if Bendy and the Ink Machine was on your bounty list? I don't even know who those are. Who are those people? How do I find Dadalorian and Grogu? We are right here, man. We're right here. We're right here. And Grogu's just sitting on my desk. 30 Deep says, hi, what's up, man? That I don't know. After I handed Grogu to him, he took off ASAP. Right, we went to go get chicken nuggets and strawberry milkshakes. So, what Star Wars movie do you like the most? Oh, man. I get asked that quite a bit. One of my favorites is Revenge of the Sith and then Return of the Jedi. I feel like they're both kind of tied for me. As far as the sequel trilogy goes, I love The Last Jedi. That film was just beautiful. It was beautiful, man. And I am one of those weirdos. You can call me weirdo, it's fine. But I'm one of those weirdos that grew to really love what they did with Luke because I understand what they did with Luke. And I kind of appreciated that. You know what I mean? It's fine I know there's a lot of people that will have their issues with it, but the more I understood the decisions that they made with him. I was like, I really dig that. He's not the same guy that I grew up with necessarily, like that same persona. You know what I mean? It's the same guy, but obviously, a lot of things have happened and changed. But looking through all the psyche of that, it was like, I can understand that. I get that. I respect it. And I really enjoyed the decisions that they made after a lot of reassessment. It took me some time, but yeah, I love The Last Jedi, man. What if Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach crew included Vanny and the Blob was on your bounty list? What? Do you guys hear yourself when I read your comments out loud? What? What are you even saying right now? What? What I think we're gonna do on Friday though. We're probably gonna play Fortnite, or well, actually, I'll leave it up to a vote. I will leave it up to a vote. I mean, I could do both, but I really enjoy playing the ping. Not ping pong. Um, it's the Star Wars pinball. I really enjoy playing that. That's pretty fun. May do some like Super Smash Brothers on Friday as well. But Fortnite, let me know if you guys want me to play a little bit more of that. I know some of you guys were like, "Yeah, we'll help you out," because you guys know that I'm trash at it. So that's fine. That's fine. Love you, man. See you soon. Hopefully, yeah, dude. I hope you're doing well, man. I really hope you're doing well. It's so good to like stay in contact with good friends that I've made in the workplace, and just glad to see everyone's doing good, man. But yeah, let's definitely make it happen. Did you mention me? I just got a notification that you did. I try to mention as many people as I can, so welcome in. Welcome into the stream, my friend. I'm not making the choice. You're not making the choice? Okay. Well, we'll play it all. We'll play it all. It'll just be a video game full day on Friday. It's going to be great. It's only Monday, and we're talking about Friday. What's wrong with me? Does anyone else do this? Let me know. But sometimes, like, after breakfast, I ask my wife, like, hey, what do you want to have for dinner? And she's like, we just got done eating breakfast. What the hell's wrong with you? Digest your food first before you start thinking about dinner. Does anyone else do that? Where you're just thinking ahead? You're like, I wonder what I should make for dinner. But you just got done eating. Anyway. On to our next topic of discussion. So let's look at our next article. And this again is about Boba Fett. So let's see. I'm trying to find transported Captain Solo. Okay, there we go. Okay, here it is. So this is in Legends. This is looking at Boba Fett in Legends. I know there's some weird stuff that they kind of did with this character. Somewhat. I think he fell into the Sarlacc like more than twice. It was ridiculous in Legends. Like what? Anyway, so I'm gonna read through this. So when Solo accidentally slammed a pole into Fett's jetpack, causing it to malfunction, although Fett survived his ordeal with the man-eating Sarlacc, he lost his memory, but was able to regain it and was nursed back to health by Dingard, and resumed his life as a bounty hunter once more. However, Fett had been tested to his physical limits and required extensive medical treatments to prevent himself from developing a cancer, a result of his altered metabolism from his days in the Sarlacc. Fett had lost a leg, and the stump was constantly irritated by the prosthetic attachment, and Fett returned to Kamino to have his bag leg replaced. But Tanwi asked Fett to hunt down Finn Shaw due to the past actions. Although the exact details are unclear, during the encounter, Shaisa perished on the planet Shogun, saving Fett from death. After a promise made to a dying Finn Shaw, Fett became Mandalore, ascending to the leadership of the Mandalorian protectors and ending his long career of bounty hunting. Fett eventually led the Mandalorians through the Yuzan Vong War, and originally working as a mercenary for the extragalactic invaders. Fett later aided the New Republic in their battle against the aliens. When the Yuzan Vong assaulted Mandalore and bombarded the planet's surface, a large deposit of Mandalorian iron was unearthed, ironically helping to strengthen the Mandalorians. So later during the Second Galactic Civil War, Boba, who was still leading the Mandalorians, was plagued by ailing health. He was found in his he was found he found his granddaughter, Murda Gev, and the two went on many missions together, even alongside Han Solo. Fett also trained Solo's daughter, Jaina, to kill her twin brother, Darth Sadis, and assisted the Jedi Coalition in several battles. Ultimately, Fett's training helped Jaina bring down Cadus. Though an Imperial, nanovirus attack prevented Fett from ever returning to Mandalore. What? What in the what? That's all in Legends. So in Legends, it appears that he's a Mandalorian. Anyone who has more intel on that, feel free to comment. I did not know that. Yeah, you can kind of see like there are certain things. I'm glad that it was himself that pulled himself out of, the Sarlacc. Like it wasn't Dengar that helped him. I think that was just badass seeing him crawl out of the sands of Tatooine. That scene was just freaking badass and will live in my brain forever. But I feel like there are certain things with the Tuskens that they kind of like replaced, where they're like, no, Boba Fett has never been a Mandalorian, even though he's like the first one to don in canon. Well, sorry, not in canon, but in the original trilogy, as far as we know, he's the first one to don Mandalorian armor in the films, right? So it's always been like, oh, he's not a Mandalorian, he's just a bounty hunter. He never took the creed. So I'm glad that they didn't go that direction in canon. You know what I mean? Like some of the things, like with him losing a leg, I think that's one of the problems that I had with the sequel trilogy, is I feel like the stakes weren't raised in that sense. You know what I mean? It's like, what do you? And some of you guys are like, well, what the hell are you talking about? Well, this is what I'm saying. I always wanted Rey or somebody to lose a limb or something, because when that happens, you just feel so vulnerable. You know what I mean? And maybe I sound like an idiot to some people who are like, well, you try not having a limb, man, and see how it feels. What I'm saying is just in Star Wars, we've seen it happen before with other characters, and it's so impactful, I feel like. So I think for that to have happened in Legends with Boba Fett, with him being in the Sarlacc, I was like, wow, that's actually pretty badass. He lost a leg and had to get nursed back to health. I think it was kind of cool to see Dengar was there to help him. But I feel like, in canon, it seems like they replaced that whole concept with the Tuskens. The whole concept of him being in Mandalore and working with the Mandalorians seems like a lot of that's kind of been replaced with the Tusken Raiders, essentially, where he kind of became a Tusken Raider. You know what I mean? Versus becoming the Mandalore, we kind of seen him become essentially a part of the culture of Tusken Raiders. So it kind of seems like there's a little picking and twisting of things. There are some things I remember hearing about, like just from mutuals on TikTok telling me, that, Dengar, originally was the one to help him and kind of nurse him back to health, after he got out of the Sarlacc. So that was familiar to me. That was familiar. But I like the fact that it was the Tuskens, because that makes sense. Being on Tatooine, either was going to be the Jawas had a play in this whole thing too. They robbed the man of his armor and his weapons. They took everything. But it makes sense that the Tuskens. I just felt like that was a better fit, for substituting things, and I kind of like that. So anyway, and I wanted to show you guys in this discussion of Boba Fett, because it's more Boba Fett. In this discussion about him, we're looking at things that were canceled, looking at the video game, Star Wars 1313, and looking at his character there, which would have took place in his younger years, which I still think they could do something like that in a video game or animated adaptation, on Disney Plus. I would love to see that. Dude, like in the style of Clone Wars, could you imagine? Oh my gosh. Dude, in the style of Clone Wars animation, I would love to see that. That would just be freaking amazing. But all about Boba Fett. Like, dude, I think that would be freaking sick. So that's one thing I would like to see. And I feel like that I think that there's still room to do that for his younger years. You know what I mean? But we'll see what happens. And then, looking at him currently, where he is in the book of Boba Fett, he's on this different path. But I think it's almost something like, it's like the Rocky effect, where there's still something in the basement. We're like, he's on this newer path. He's definitely evolved and changed, but there's still a little bit of that older Boba Fett that he could always pull out at any moment when he needs to. And I think in these next 2 chapters, that's where we're really going to see it. We're like, oh shit, here it is, boys and girls, here it is. You know what I mean? So what? Mark my word, watch party tonight, tomorrow night, watch party. Y'all already know what it is. Watch party, by the way, YouTube. Watch party is now on TikTok just because of copyright stuff. I got a copyright, not strike, but they'll send you a owner claim copyright stuff, because of the sounds of the Book of Boba Fett. So if you guys want to watch, stay up late with me tomorrow. It'll be 1:00 a.m. on TikTok, Mountain Standard Time. So I'll try to post everywhere and let everyone know. But yeah, tomorrow, watch party for the Book of Boba Fett, Chapter 4. It's going down. Cannot wait. So anyway, man. Mando is the best. Hey, thanks, man. Ask Lego Mandalorian to hunt down Lego Batman. I will pay him 10K Lego credits. Wow. Can I have 10K Lego credits? That sounds great. I seen Boba Fett came into the chat. What's up, Boba Fett? Come out so I can help you. What is happening in this chat? What is happening in my chat? My chat has a life of its own. Hello, I love the Clone Wars. Dude, you and me both. I just think that would be badass for a younger Boba Fett, to have his own series animated. Yes. And you can bring back Daniel Logan to voice him. Take my money, man. How do you feel about Jango Fett? Jango Fett is badass, man. I think he just got a little ahead of himself. See what I did there? Anyway, dad joke of the day. I'm done. But no, I do love Jango Fett. And I mentioned Jango earlier because we talked about, video games, Star Wars Bounty Hunters. I would really want them to bring that to the Switch so I could stream it right here for you guys on YouTube. It'd be great. By the way, let me do this really quick for all of my TikTok people. Hello. So I'm going to flip you guys right here. There we are right here on YouTube. So you guys are more than welcome to come over. By the way, this is my channel. So let me zoom in right there. So that's my channel name right there, Dadalorian. You're more than welcome to come over. Be sure to subscribe. We are live over here on YouTube and live on the TikTok. And the chat is hilarious. So yeah, y'all get on over here, man. We're talking about Boba Fett. It's great. I want to see as many of you guys from TikTok over here on YouTube. Damn it, dude. I need to get one of those little tripod things that are clip-on so I can just have you guys clipped on right here. You guys can see everything. It'll be great. So, for real, I want to see more of my TikTok people over here on YouTube. Our goal is to get to 10K. It's probably going to take till January. So, it's going to take a little work, but we're definitely going to get there for sure. Stands by Becca up. My chat is just glorious. It truly is. So anyway, now we have Q&A. It is Q&A time. So any other questions that you guys have, feel free to voice them. Let me grab the link. I'm going to post that here in the chat. So this is if you have specific questions about everything that we talked about today. It's got to be Star Wars related. So if you got Star Wars related questions, cosplay related questions, feel free to click the link here in the chat, and that will pop you into the stream, and we can chat face to face. Or if you don't want your face to be seen, that's fine too. You can type a comment below, and I can always pin it up. So, as many questions as you guys have, feel free to post them. I want to know from you guys, what do you think is going to happen in Chapter 4 of the Book of Boba Fett? I'm curious. I'm gonna leave you, Erica. What is happening? What is happening? My chat is like a show of its own, man, on YouTube. It really is. It really is. What if Corey Kenshin was on your bounty list? I don't know who the hell Corey Kenshin is. Who is that? The name sounds familiar. I don't know who that is though. You got to give me the intel, man. I don't know. I don't know. Who is this? Do you play Fortnite? Yes. Now I can say I do. It's been a while since I played, but I re-downloaded it, and I wanted to do a thing where you guys could join in on the streams and watch me play. So we do video game stuff on Fridays. That's on Fridays. So hopefully they bring back the Boba Fett skin so I can get that, or the Mando skin eventually. That'd be really fun. But yes, I do play. So if you want to see me play that, come on Fridays. That is when we stream video game stuff. Do you have the Mando skin on Fortnite? No. I want to get it. I would love to purchase it, but somebody told me it's not available anymore. And I tried to look for it, and I was like, damn, I can't find it, dude. It sucks. So it is what it is. What if the Red Imposter was on your bounty list? I don't know who that is either. I feel so old and out of the game. I don't know who these people are. What are you talking about? Do you like that they added Boba in Fortnite? You said some people don't like it. I mean, I think it's cool. They're always adding like tons of different characters from different franchises into Fortnite, and I think that's one of the things that draws people towards the game. Like even with Spider-Man, and you could swing around and shoot people. Pretty crazy. It's kind of cool. Are you the same Neo Sabers good quality? Oh, good question. Yes, they are. They are fantastic quality, man. I have 2 of them. Right now, they're actually hooked together. Sabe Neo sent me, and I have the review out that's on my YouTube channel, so go and check that out. But Sabe Neo, they sent me 2 lightsabers, and they also sent me an attachment where I could connect them both and do kind of like a dual action thing. So I just posted some videos on TikTok of that, and I also have all 3 reviews up of these videos on my YouTube channel. So if you guys want to know more about them, yes, they are fantastic. Yes, I highly recommend them. And again, I mentioned a caption earlier, but I'll tell you guys again. If you're going straight through them, purchasing through their website, use my coupon code right there, Dadalorian. Use that at checkout. That'll say, it tracks me. So working as an affiliate, if you guys are looking for another way to kind of help me out, that definitely does it. Especially if you're like, dude, I got the funds to go buy a lightsaber, but I also love Dadalorian. Let me help him out. Use my coupon code. It keeps track because I'm an affiliate with them. So definitely use that at checkout. It's pretty awesome. Is Becca scared or something? I don't know what's going on in this chat. Y'all are cray. Y'all are cray, man. Y'all are, but I love it. I absolutely love it. Do you have a Fortnite creator code? I didn't even know that was a thing, man. What? There's Fortnite creator codes? What does a creator code do? Should I look that up? What does a Fortnite creator code do? Actually, you just tell me. You know what I mean? All the time I'm going to spend looking it up. You guys will tell me, and then I will have learned tens of thousands of new things within one stream just from you guys teaching me the ways of Fortnite. Yeah, man, my chat is hilarious. Mando, do you know me? Sundrop and Moondrop 4. I don't think I know you personally, but welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. I was mentioned in this. Why? Cloaker_official. Why not? Is the question you should be asking. Why not? Of course, man. Welcome to the stream. Do you think that Cad Bane will show up in the Book of Boba Fett? I don't think so. I personally don't think so. I think it'd be cool, but I don't think so. I don't see him fitting into it. It doesn't seem like that's the direction that they're going. You know what I mean? If he does, it'll be very minor, but I feel like he might be dead already. I don't know. Because I don't know. I guess we'll just see what happens. But again, he could just be a really old bounty hunter just still around in the galaxy doing his thing. But I don't think it's likely that we'll see him. That's just my opinion. And if we do, I mean, he could come in the next season if they're doing a season 2, which I'm 90% sure they're going to do a season 2 of the Book of Boba Fett. That's just my opinion. Hey, do you know me? I am from a game. Cloaker_official. What game? What are you talking about? It's me, Mouse, and the Bone. What's up, man? I don't know what's happening. There's like a show happening in the comments. You guys are hilarious, man. There's literally like a show happening in the comment section. I wouldn't have it any other way. So anyway, man, again, I want to remind you all, watch party is tomorrow night, 1:00 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on TikTok. It will be on TikTok, not on YouTube. So for all my YouTube people who want to join in, just make sure you're watching on TikTok. That's where we're doing watch parties from now on. So make sure y'all come over and hang out, and we'll do the damn thing. It'll be really fun. So watch party tomorrow night for the Book of Boba Fett. Other than that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end here on TikTok. You guys have been great. Make sure y'all come over here and subscribe to the channel, man. We have so many good conversations. As you can see, the chat in YouTube is taking on a life of itself. It is just immensely hilarious. So anyway, hey, what's up, Jedi Connor? I see you, man. I see you. Good to see you, man. I know everyone's getting their caffeine ready for tomorrow. Everyone's doing their watch parties for the Book of Boba Fett. So, dude, I'm already ready. That's literally like my routine now for like every Wednesday. Well, Tuesday night, every Tuesday night, I make sure I have a large coffee. I stay up, I kind of like rest throughout the day for a little bit, but I make sure I have a large coffee later. That way I'm pumped, I'm ready to go, and we do the damn thing, and watch and geek out on TikTok live. So we're going to make that happen tomorrow. Man, you guys are crazy in my YouTube chat. I don't know what is happening. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. You guys have been great. It's been a fantastic stream. I gave you guys lots of boba as the title promised, and we did some good Q&A stuff. So I will see you all tomorrow for the watch party. I'm going to go ahead and end here on TikTok. Everyone here on TikTok, please be sure to come over to the YouTube channel. That is right here. Where's my name at? It's like, dude, where's my name? There it is. There it is. Mandalorian. There I am. And there's my blurry logo. So there's that, guys. So be sure to go subscribe. I will see you guys tomorrow. For the watch party. It's going to be great. So make sure y'all subscribe. It's going to be amazing. And I'm pretty sure that's pretty much it. Yeah. Showed all my captions. Went through all of our articles. It's been great. Jedi Connor, thanks for coming by, man. Good to see you. Watch party tomorrow. I cannot wait, man. I cannot wait. If you do, I won't hurt Becca. What is happening in this chat? What are y'all talking about? Bye, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end here on TikTok. I will see you guys later for another YouTube promotional stream. Peace. And we're gonna go ahead and do the same here on the YouTube. Again, don't forget, watch party tomorrow on TikTok, 1:00 a.m. I will see you then, guys.